and welcome to my channel. My name is Yana Laayis, and what you're seeing here is my first ever speed build. To be honest, I'm quite nervous at the moment, but yeah, I'll try to get through this. This is like my 5th recording because I keep getting something wrong. So, I'm doing this apartment in a sort of modern Bohemian style. And what I mean by modern Bohemian is kind of like earthy tones, what is trendy right now, like with kind of natural textures, but with some light colors. So I like to think of it like mix of Scandinavian and Bohemian style. This is what I'm very into myself at the moment. So I thought it was perfect for my first ever speed build to kind of give you an idea of who I am as a person. So that's what we're doing. And why I put the bookshelf there is because I really knew that I wanted to have kind of a nook for the bookshelf where it wouldn't like stand out too much. But I really wanted to have a big one in this small apartment, so that's what I sorted out first. And I also used a lot of these beams to separate the areas from each other because I wanted to keep it airy but still sectioned at the same time. Then I moved on to the kitchen, and as you can see here, I tried a couple of different ones. Then I had trouble picking up the cabinets because for some reason in this apartment, and I think this happens quite a lot, when you have the same swatch of an item, it still looks different when it's placed somewhere else than the other piece, so they didn't really match. So I tried to use some white ones instead, but that didn't work either. So I just kind of tried and then finally found something I was quite happy with. And when I add some lighting here later, I think it works out because it has a warmer tone to it, so it kind of didn't have the contrast between the upper and lower cabinets that much anymore. So yeah, I used those. One of my favorite ones, Jungle Adventure kitchen items, and then I put the island living island island with them because I thought it would. I really wanted to use it. I like that island, the way it kind of like waterfall style falls on the sides seamlessly. I really like that. I also used some tiny living here. I didn't really restrict my bags here. I sometimes do. I just did a couple of base game builds as well. But this one I just wanted to kind of like go for it. Yeah, so I kept most of the walls white. I used that textured wall here and there. I thought it gave a nice kind of contrast because it's still white, but it just has like depth to it. So, to tell you something about myself. So I've been planning to do this like forever. Or forever if that's like a year. I've been thinking about it a bit longer, but I came into the game a bit late. Like I started playing Sims 4 when it came out, but then I didn't for some time, and then I found it again, and I found this amazing community that I did never know existed. So I've been having really fun following people on Twitter, on Twitch. I really feel at these times, it's just amazing to hang out with people who like the same kind of stuff as you do, and most people here seem amazing. So, because I've been planning to do this for a long time, I've been looking into some equipment that I thought were necessary, but I haven't had the chance to buy them yet. I don't know when I can, but then I just thought I will never start if I keep thinking that way, that I just have to go for it. Maybe the quality isn't the best, and I'm sorry for that if your ears are bleeding or the video is a bit jumpy here and there because my computer doesn't like running it that much or that well. So sorry about that. So here I'm decorating the kitchen. I kept it quite minimal. No, not a lot of clutter. Some, yes, not that much. I thought it would suit this place to have some, but not that many. Like, I like the homey feel that comes with all the clutter, but I'm trying to tell myself that not every apartment or every house, every home has to have a ton of clutter. So that's, how would you call that candle divider thing that you can see in the corner of the video here. I really like that one, and I actually decided to use it as a divider as well, because I was having some trouble trying to picture how the layout of the living room would be, because there's a lot of windows, it's very narrow, and that one nook I used for the bookshelf that I really didn't want to move. But I think it worked out. I tried something a bit different. There's still space to sit for people, for Sims actually. So I think it works. I just put a small TV here. I didn't think these people were very TV people, like TV watching people, but maybe they would like to get their fun up sometimes. I did at some point quite a lot of plants here, but I really like the feel. I think it suits this style of an apartment. And yeah. So I was thinking the person living here would be someone who loves to read, loves to sit and watch people go by, and they would be really passionate about their work. Like, they're really focused on their work right now. You can have a couple here, of course. I was picturing one sim, but because there's a double bed, that's totally possible. And because we added that small office space that will come later on this video, I thought it would be good to have, because Sims use the computer so much. Like, they need it for every career basically, and all that. So that has a space, not a big space, but space still. So I really like how this apartment came out. It's very light, but I still feel like it's quite realistic. And when I went to check that view from the window, I was wondering what to put there. I decided I would put the easel there, because how great would it be painting by a window like that, like gorgeous view and good lighting. I thought it was just the perfect spot for that. So then I went on to the bedroom and the office. So I decided to change this like a door opening to the bedroom a little bit, because I couldn't fit anything there. Like, it was such a stupid use of space. So I did that, and then I was looking for the right kind of wardrobe that I wanted to put there. There was a huge one that I think came with Get Together, but it was the one that takes 4 tiles, and it unfortunately didn't suit this place. But then I found this one from Discover University, and I thought it was like spot on as well. It really suits the color scheme I was going for, and I think it looks nice, and I could even fit a small plant there. And if I'm gonna do more of these videos and you're gonna be watching them, you will definitely find out that I do love me some plants. I do love them in real life too. I just got a new plant like less than 2 weeks ago, and it's still alive. I have a tendency to somehow kill all my plants. I have one that has survived with me for a year now, which is insane. And then I had 2 more, they both died, and now I got a 4th one. So my plants, if anybody is interested, my plants are called Mary and Karen. Originally I had a Mary and Pippin plants, Lord of the Rings style, and then because I like to listen to my favorite murder, I wanted to name my plant after. My plant just seemed more like a Karen. and my mother's got a Georgia now. So that's about it. So in this end part of this video, I'm doing more decorating. I'm picking some rugs, I'm picking some plants, and I tried to fiddle with that kind of a side table there. I really wanted to use it because it had all the books, but I just couldn't fit it in, and everything should work. I will play this before I put it into the gallery, and if there's any problem I will fix it, I promise. But you have to use bb.move objects in pretty much all my builds, because I always use that to play some clutter and play some objects. I think many people do use it, so I don't think it comes as a surprise to anyone. So we are soon, I think it's a couple minutes more, and then we're coming into the pictures. And I really want to thank you if you somehow ended up watching my whole video, or even a part of it. That means a lot to me too. So, like I said, I'm pretty nervous. I'm trying to get this out as soon as I can, if my nerves don't get to me. This voiceover thing is surprisingly hard, like seriously. I've been watching some of the bigger ones for a long time, the bigger sim YouTubers like Evelyn YT or Lil Simsy and so on, Miss Griffey, and they keep saying like they want to keep the recordings quite small or quite short, because at some point you run out of things to say, and I am experiencing that right now. So I think I'm checking out now all the last pieces of decorations that I can put in, but then I think it's pretty much done. Yeah, I had some bookshelves, not bookshelves, I had some books, oh my god, I can't speak today at all. Some book clutter right there. I love to use those books in pretty much every build. I know we have some other book clutter, but I would love some more, because these ones are quite small. Like when you have a bookshelf or something, sometimes the books in the shelf are much bigger than those ones, and it's kind of weird. It looks kind of strange. I see I'm going to do the bathroom now, and it's very simple. There's just a bath shower combo, and then toilet paper, which is important to remember. I always forget it. Yeah, that's as simple as it gets, I think. Nothing special. I don't think I used all the bags in this build, but it does have quite a lot. I didn't check. I wasn't following what I used and what I didn't. So thank you for listening, and here are the screenshots. Enjoy and welcome back. Bye!